What's up, Rexy?
Boom headshot! Boom headshot! Boom headshot!
Is that the time you really on, Kami? Frame one? Hello, Kami. Give me 1 second, because, it's been a while since I've done this, and I need to, adjust and adapt. I don't even know how to stream anymore. I want to go yell at JP, to be honest. I want to get him in Discord to yell at him. Let him know that his presence was missed. I think he's probably in Discord. Let me see if I can jump in there. I know y'all probably can barely hear me right now because of the fact that, one, I was like looking away from my mic, and two, yeah. Give me a second real quick because I'm still getting set up. But I gotta also get you guys that YouTube link. If you're wondering why I'm leaning like that, is because of the fact that I forgot that the camera follows me. Because I'm trying to actually see the thing over here on the side. I'm gonna tell them to Discord. Anyways, hi, hello. I am home. I'm tired as all hell right now. I am still jet lagged. Let me get y'all that link. Hello, Potsy. I ain't gonna lie. I saw that emote and I thought it was courage, and I'm like, oh snap! Where'd you get a courage the cowardly dog emote from? There's a lot of things wrong with me right now. I didn't want to sleep. I just woke up. There is an extension that I did find out about that basically turns the chat so that it fits more like Twitch's chat for YouTube. I forgot who made it, but once I get all the details on that, I will 1000% let you guys know. Because I'm quite sure you guys miss your emotes and stuff, and there's a way to get them over there basically for free, so um, I'll have to look into that. Hello.
Hi.
I just wanted you as background noise as I try to readjust.
Oh, wait.
And I was going to give a recap of everything that happened at TwitchCon. Do you get at least a day before work? No, I don't.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, Rexy was just asking, do I get a day off? Like I was supposed to be back to work yesterday, but I was asked to not go in to work yesterday. Not by coworkers, but like people were saying basically stay home. Like don't go to work yet. Like go ahead and finish out TwitchCon.
Now you do what you want, man.
Well, that's why I said basically if enough people one, really it was just a matter of like would I have enough money to one be able to get back and pay for my parking and my bag and all this stuff to get back home, and then two, would I be able to what's going on, BG? Two, would I be able to BG, you're gonna know what I'm about to talk about here in a little bit. But with two, would I be able to just make sure that I would actually get home? Uh, oh man, TwitchCon. This okay. So one, even though I had a
Mhm.
good time at TwitchCon,
Yay.
this is it's a weird mix because one, I I've already learned to make the best of my situations, the best that I can. Like I try not to let one thing completely cloud my judgment. But
Mhm.
two, I need this mic to extend a little bit longer. Um, this is probably the worst. Well, I can't say it's the worst TwitchCon, but it is the most awkward TwitchCon that I've been to. I will say that much. Um, like okay,
What made it
so
awkward?
frame one.
Oh my gosh.
Also, everybody say hi to JP.
Hi.
Not you. I'm
Hi,
talking about everybody else.
everybody.
Everybody else say hi to JP. Can I please open up a thing so I can see my chats? I'm legit trying to look and read my chats, but it's not letting it pop up. Um, so one, your presence was Miss JP.
Aw.
Um, other people kind of like did ask about you, so just letting you know that now. But I kind of like let everybody know. I was like, this man said that he will be he's taking care of some things so that he can essentially be con ready going into the next year.
Ah.
So people generally know what was going on. Um, but frame one. So as everybody knows, I left on Wednesday and to get to
Wednesday.
TwitchCon, and that was it was a good idea. I hate that so much, you know. Hold on, let me get the post of these YouTube links. So dang it, that's not like. Oh, I hit cap. So you whoops. I'm assuming that this is the desktop one. No, this is the mobile link one. If y'all can't tell, I kind of like still don't have a voice right now, so bear with me on that front. Triple link. All right, so I was supposed to have left Wednesday. I already knew things was going to be going awkward because of the fact that I noticed um, that my flight got delayed just a little bit. So like that usually, I mean, sometimes it happens. Everybody knows that sometimes it happens, uh, but it doesn't always happen. So frame one, I was just like, all right, well, either way, I'm running a little bit late, so it is what it is. My plan was originally supposed to leave at 5:45. Dang, camera, zooming in on my face. You like my face, camera? So I was just like, all right, bet, whatever. One thing I kind of like messed up on was the fact that I left out a little bit too late than what was intended.
Oh, here you go.
But because like I failed to realize that in the 4 o'clock time frame, that is still technically rush hour. Like that's when some people like to get off
In the
work early.
morning, yeah.
No, this is
Are you talking about 4 p.m.?
yeah, 4 p.m.
Oh,
Like
you tripping.
I was thinking, I was like, I should be able to get up there pretty fine and stuff. So I left out of here around like 4, or it was like basically right at 4 o'clock. And then I'm just like, the highway kind of got a little traffic jammed and stuff. So I got to the airport um, around like 4:30 ish. So I got inside, did everything I needed to do, rushed in, got to the, dropped off my bag and stuff. And I was just like, cool, whatever. I made it. So I got in, got to the gate. And the thing is, I was
Mhm.
A1. for boarding. I like to fly Southwest because of the fact that it has open seating, which all that's changing next year. So I'm probably not gonna be flying Southwest anymore. But also, let me like update my screen so that the chat shows up. So the screen goes black. Don't worry, I'm just like updating the thing so the
Don't
chat shows
worry.
up. Um, but so like I got in there and I'm just like cool, like whatever. Uh, I'm trying to like just reassure myself that everything is okay, which it was. And then I got to the gate, looked at it. I'm like, cool. Like I immediately lined up and said, all right, so oh, actually, no, I want to go to the chat screen. Immediately lined up. It does open seating mean you pick your seats? It first come first serve basically with Southwest. That's how they usually line things up. Uh, when do I have time? Because right now I am extra behind as far as things go outside of streaming. I need to like legit. I need to edit like 4 videos that I was supposed to have had up while I was at TwitchCon, and I did like because one of the videos just took forever to like do stuff, and I just did not have time to do it while I was packing. So I'll have to get onto that sometime. Like, granted, I have this long weekend off, so I'll be home Friday and Saturday, but yeah, we'll figure something out. Um, but when I got to the gate, I immediately jumped in the thing. And what makes me mad is the fact that like I got like literally, even though I knew I was A1, people started jumping in front of me. Like, oh, there's no way he can be the first person in line. Nah, I'm A1. Even though I'm C1, I'm also A1. I'm getting on that plane first. Literally, like I don't know what possessed them to think that I wasn't going to be first in line. No, I'm first in line. Like, get out of my way. Like, y'all not getting in on this plane before me. But anyways, like I stood there. A lot of people just started jumping in front of me. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like I let the handicap lady basically kind of like take the front spot because usually people that are in wheelchairs and stuff go on the plane before.
Nah, I'm just fine.
I mean, it's true. They usually go on the plane first. Like they ask for them, like people that need assistance. Like she was an older lady, so I'm just like I let her kind of like have that little section. But then everybody else kind of like start jumping in front of me, like, nah, get behind me. But I like was it Moon and Dom were in Discord, and I was like just messaging them, like I was just chatting with them while I was just like standing in line, getting annoyed because I'm just like, wow, all these people surrounding me, jumping in front of me. I'm like, and Moon was like, do you need help? I'm like, yes, because I was over here by myself, then all of a sudden they just all got around me. Like, please get away from me. Um, but I kind of like looked up at the screen. Remind you, my plan was supposed to leave at 5. It was originally 5:35. Then it went to 5:45. And then it went to 5:54. Now it is at 6 o'clock, and I'm like, whatever. Like I'm still standing here. It's like 4:45 ish. Or no, it wasn't 4:45 ish. It was like 5:15 ish. So I'm just like, whatever. Like I still got time, and so I'm just still chilling. And then there was a black guy at the gate. A plane had just landed, and people coming off. There was a kid that saw him, I guess, when he left out of town, and then when he's coming back, it was the same black guy. Which, funny enough, when I got back, he was at the gate as well. But like the kid got all excited and stuff, and then after the kid walked by, the black guy, I looked up. It said 7 o'clock, and I'm like,
on the dot.
Wait a minute, 7. My plan was supposed to been like going at 5:45 ish. The last time I really looked at it, why is it saying 7 o'clock now? So, black guy was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm about to go take my lunch here in the next like 10 minutes, and if I don't hear nothing, hey, y'all gonna find out before I do. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. So, after a while, I kind of like waited, and then I went to like their help desk, and I talked to a lady. She was like, "We don't even know what's wrong with the plane. They won't tell us anything. So if we don't hear anything like in the next 30 minutes, I'm just gonna move you to a different flight." And I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." Like as long as I basically get there, I'm not tripping. So I went back over there, stood around for a bit. Everybody else went to go sit down, so I was back to being up there by myself, which I wanted. And then that's when it hit 6:30. I'm still standing there, and I'm
Mhm.
like, all right. So then she got on the little intercom and said, like, if I asked you to like come over here and you're supposed to be on this flight, and then there was another flight that was having issues, come back to the help desk. And then that's when I kind of like thought about it and I looked around. I'm like, every single flight out here says delay. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
oh snap, like something. I was like, then I thought about, I'm like, that's right, the government did shut down, which means that TSA, all the little flight people, they're not getting paid like that, and so they're probably having issues. Same with the flight path people and the
Staffing, yeah.
tower and all that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, that might be an issue. So all right, it's understandable. So I went back, talked to the lady. She was like, okay, we're going to take you off the Vegas flight and put you on the Denver flight. I'm like, cool. So she gave me my new ticket. I still have my A1 position, so I went over to that gate, chilled over there, and that plane was basically leaving at 7 o'clock. So or 7:30. So after a little bit of waiting, got on that plane. I do my usual thug thizzle thing, go straight to sleep,
Mhm.
and then I wake up. I'm in Denver. I'm like, all right, just gotta wait a little bit longer, and then get on the plane from Denver, hit San Diego, and I was like, cool, I'm here. Let's lit. Let me get my bag, and we outro. About to be headed to the hotel, get something to eat because I ain't really ate all day. Um, And then
Okay.
I got to the baggage
Okay.
claim. Everybody got their bags and then walked off. I'm still standing there, and then it dawned on me.
Your bag is on a different plane.
hmm I was like, I didn't mention anything about my bag while I was at still at home. And when they changed my flight, I don't think she knew to change my bag information. So I looked at my phone, looked at the bag info. It said
It was
your
still on there, yeah.
bag. No, it said your bag is in Vegas right now. It's been deboarded off in Vegas, and I'm like, they never took my bag off the Vegas flight. Damn. So I was just like, well, let me talk to the guy. He was just like, yeah, we'll fly it out first, plane out of Vegas to San Diego first thing in the morning. And he was like, we have like three different flights, so it'll be on one of these flights. So you'll have it no later
Get
than
that
12.
Mr.
And I'm just like, 12, man. Like, I'm trying to be up and going way before then. So it's
Ain't
like,
got no draws.
literally, I didn't. The only thing I had in the mic, I had a backpack with another backpack in it and a jacket and phone charger. Appreciate that, Marco. Also, make sure y'all get
Alright.
Marco with a follow as well. Uh, Dope content creator. Also recently accepted into the Black Guild. So support fellow Black content creators as well as their dope individual that's also in the GameStock Discord. That's how we met. So 100% give Marco a follow. Um, what was I about to say? But yeah, I basically realized, yeah, I'm not gonna have my bag. Got to the oh no, not a problem at all. Um, so I was like messaging everybody because I was for those that didn't know, I was rooming with Prez, okay, President Noir. So I was messaging him. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go ahead and try to head back to the hotel. Or head to the hotel. Messed up thing is we didn't realize that we were both in different terminals. He was in terminal one and I was in terminal two, or he was in terminal two and I was in terminal one. Whatever the case was, we were trying to link up, but then we kind of like realized that we were in different locations. So we were just like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and Uber straight there. I was at this point, I was fed up. Like one, I already don't like traveling, especially alone, because it's just like I'm just existing when I go to the airports, and I don't like just being there solo dolo, but I'm used to it because I do it all the time. And then two, my bag being in a different location. This is my first time experiencing all my stuff going one place and me going a different place and not being connected to it. So, granted, I had a phone, I had my wallet and stuff, but still, I don't have any extra clothes. Um, yeah, basically what J Rock said, airplanes are boring. Like if you aren't flying with anybody, and I didn't bring, and I'm low key glad I didn't bring anything, but I didn't bring anything to like do while I'm waiting. Like only thing I had was music to listen to, or and my cell phone. I didn't bring my 3DS. I didn't bring my Switch. I didn't bring my or Steam Deck. Like I just literally was just disconnected from like gaming unless I was actually at the convention, um, which is a good thing. Like sometimes we just need to disconnect from playing games. Um, it shows that you know how to like exist without having to play a game. But that was essentially that first day for me. Got to the hotel, um, got into the room, ordered some food, and I said I'm done. Like I'm going to sleep. Like anger levels were high, but sleep was more important. So I was just like, let me go ahead and go to sleep, and then I'll wake up and we'll get this day started. So going into Thursday, aka day zero, went to sleep, woke up, immediately. We thankfully we were staying in a hotel that served breakfast, so we went down there, ate breakfast. Mind you, when I was woken up, they told me that my bag was on its way here, so that's what woke me up for breakfast. And I'm like, cool. I know I'll get my bag later today at some point, so I'm not really tripping off of that. Um, so we went down there, ate breakfast. Everybody kind of like chatted for a bit and stuff. As well, we were finishing up breakfast, so I went to check it to see. They were like, "Oh yeah, your bag is landed and stuff." So I'm like, "Oh cool, it's here." So I guess whenever they get a driver, it'll be here. From that time that I saw that to the moment I got up and threw my trash away and said I'm about to go upstairs to take a shower or to go upstairs and go like chill or whatever, my bag already got dropped off. So I wasn't without my bag for very long, but still, um, the initial stress of it was there. So when I went upstairs, it was sitting at the counter. I got my bag, went to the room, took a shower and stuff, and then we headed out to like go exploring and stuff. Which reminds me, I got to go get that card for Thor so I can give it to get ready to get it to Thor. But basically at that point I was like feeling a bit better. Like I got food in my system. I got my clothes and all that stuff and got out. We kind of just like went exploring. We went to a place called Barden Cards to look at some magic cards and stuff and just kind of like, just explored a little bit that was in the general area cuz I know as many times as I've been to San Diego, I have not actually like explored all throughout the gas lamp area and stuff. So we did that a bit more. Then we went and got our badges and stuff, which they did it differently, which granted, getting the badge was unique because they didn't rely on your front badge, like the badge with your name on it, which again, I'm kind of glad that they're changing that up a bit because that was initially a weird thing about going to TwitchCon is that people would like stare at your name badge just to see what your name is, which I mean sometimes that makes sense. Like, but they also are looking to see if you're an affiliate or partner or whatever the case may be. And as a result, with this TwitchCon, they made it a wrist ID thing. So it's like a chip inside of like a little card, and that's how you use to scan in to get into TwitchCon. So essentially, I didn't need to wear my name tag at all, which, as you guys know, very rarely ever worn my actual name tag going to any convention or anything because I just don't like wearing them because I'd rather you look at me and then ask me what is my name as opposed to looking at my name badge and then trying to guess my name or just say, "Oh, hey, I know you," or whatever the case may be. Just talk to me like a human being. I'm going to respond back, or I'll introduce myself if we're actually having a conversation. So, like that's just how I've always been. I think the very first TwitchCon I wore mine, but after that I just kind of like stopped wearing it because I'd rather people just directly engage with me. Um, but shortly after that, we ran into like several different people I know. Like literally is because me and Prez went up there together. Um, ran into Thor. They were with Ash. Ash said hi. Um, saw Oldman, Cephas. Saw a lot of different people that were up there on the initial first go. Um, so like we kind of just vibed out and was chatting with different people, and then we got our badges and stuff, and then we went back and met up. I think Prez went to go get ready for went back to the hotel early. I caught up with Level and Atomic and was hanging out with them, and so that's I ended up going to the Ghirardelli. They were getting ice cream there, so I wanted to get food and stuff, which that was the smartest possible thing I could have done because I don't think I ate after that point. I got like a burger and then I got a milkshake, and then from there I met up with Flair and Squeaky and uh, hung out with them for a bit before we ended up making plans to go to the skate party that was going on for the Black Guild. And from there, so after being with them, we went to the skate party. Skate party was dope. Like it was a lot of people were up there. I got to see a lot of familiar faces and stuff. That's where I first ran into Pop again. Anka, obviously. Um, Well, I saw a lot of different people, like literally too many for my brain to like truly process and stuff. Met some new faces as well. Got to meet one of the heads at Beacon. Um, it just did a bunch of different things and stuff like that. So, like the skate party itself was a good vibe. But then afterwards, afterwards, I got dropped off at my hotel, and I was like, okay, bet I'm gonna go on out. Um, well, the issue with that was before I got to the skate party, we were worried. I was a little worried about level, and then Squeaky was 100% worried about level because he said that he mentioned having tacos that had stuff on it that he wasn't exactly fond of, and he could have had a reaction to.
Let's start all the way from the beginning. You said you woke up on. Never mind. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. My bad. My bad.
But uh like when Level ended up getting tacos and they had some stuff on there that he wasn't exactly fond of, and no one heard from him after the fact, so I was kind of worried about him. And then Squeaky was like, please definitely go check on him, make sure he's okay. So I got back to the hotel, knocked on his door. I like the thing is our rooms were connected, you like, for
You
those
had the
that,
boo boo.
well,
I'm sorry.
well, no, he actually didn't eat it. He ate around it, and he was just mad that he couldn't actually fully eat the tacos he wanted that he had gotten, basically. But I didn't know that because he didn't say anything, and so we had like the hotel we stayed at had a divider door. So I knocked on the divider door to see if he would like walk up to the door and talk to me through the door while I was getting ready. Instead, he actually went to the front door, not realizing that, you know, I could hear him walking, and he was like, it was like shuffling, and I'm like, dang, like I didn't want him to go to the front door. I wanted him to come to this door. So I like hurry up and ran out of the room to catch him at the front door because I heard him open it and just go, man, what? Like, because he didn't see nobody at the door. But then I was just like, no, it's me. It's me. I'm just checking on you, see if you're good. And he was like, well,
You playing? Playing ding dong ditch.
no, but like it was just because it was the divider door. That's what I knocked on because I was in the room getting my stuff, and I didn't know he was asleep because nobody said anything.
Ah,
So he was upset that he got woken up and stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm just making sure you're good because nobody heard nothing from you. And he was just like, oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm just sleeping. I was like, oh, okay, well, my bad for waking you up. And then as I realized that, the door closed and I left my room key on the counter. So I was just like, welp, that screws everything up for me. So had to go back. I was like, then I went to the skate party, and then I was just like, well, whenever Prez gets back, I'll be able to get my room key and go from there. So after the skate party, I got back. Prez was still out, so I was just like, oh, if I'm not mistaken, they were playing.
did you skate?
No, as I told everybody else,
Oh.
that's also ran to Bevins while I was there. And Bevins was like, "Where's JP at?" I'm like, "He's taking care of some stuff."
Nah, I'm sad
But
again.
um, as I told everybody that asked me, "Am I going to skate?" I was just like, "No. Do y'all not like?" As much as I like wear black and red sometimes, I'm not Shadow the Hedgehog. I am 100% Sonic the Hedgehog. I prefer blue. I prefer my feet on the ground. I don't like to try to go into deep water. I like running. Therefore, I'm not going to wear skates. I'm going to be on my feet 100%. So that's what I kept telling people. I'm like, I am like Sonic. I'm not like Shadow the Hedgehog. I like running. I don't like skating. And that got a few chuckles. But after a while, uh, after the skate party was over and stuff, ended up going back had to get them to ensure my name was on the room and stuff, and then get a new room key. Um, then earlier, I ended up finding out that there was a Fat Tuesdays at San Diego, which, come to find out, it had just opened 3 months prior, so it was brand new. I was kind of surprised because I thought it was always there from the jump. It is actually a brand new location, so it was cool. I told Shane about it
So this, yeah, Shane, that's where the
because
picture came from.
yeah, and then I told BG because that's where we ended up hanging out when we went to TwitchCon in Vegas. There was a Fat Tuesdays where we just sat out from, I don't know what time we got out there, but we basically sat out there till like 4 in the morning, just drinking the entire time, uh, and chatting. So we were like, all right, that's about to be the move tonight because I don't know of any other parties that are going on or anything like that. So I went ahead and headed over that way. Shane was already on his way there when I had told him from earlier in the day. And so I got out there and linked up with him, and we were just sitting there chilling. It was me, Shane. I brought Atomic and Level with me. Um, and Lou was there as well. And so we were all just kind of like, all right, let's get a booth or whatever the case is. And we just kind of sat there. And then BG had just got in not that long ago. So I told him, like, yo, go ahead and pull on up. We about to be out here for a minute. Prior to me getting there, I forgot to mention this aspect of it. For those that saw it in the Discord, Pop was handing out fake mustaches. So I had put on the fake mustache that I got. And I had it connected right, but it
So
flipped
it looked
off.
real.
It didn't really look real because it was too zigzaggy. It looked like one of them. It literally looked like a Mario character mustache. It was just not fitting on my face. But but when it kept popping off, I put it on upside down, so it made it look like Wario and Waluigi type mustache at that point. And so it stuck. So I was just like, all right, I'm not taking this off. So as I'm going to Fat Tuesdays and I'm walking past all the party goers that are out on a Thursday night, I have an upside down Waluigi looking mustache on my face, and I'm making direct eye contact with everybody. I wish I would have got the person's name that I met at the skate party, but she was just like, she kept staring at me. Granted, I had the mustache on. She was just like, you know, I really like your confidence in your mustache. So I need you to go talk like you're out of town. I need you to go spit game to everybody and just stroke the mustache while you're doing it. And so that's the reason why I never took off the mustache. Stroke is a weird word, by the way. Um, like so I never took off the mustache.
So
So I'm walking
you
past
didn't
all the
take it
party
off because somebody told you to stroke it in front of people. Gotcha.
and talk and spit game. So um so I'm just walking past all these party goers that are trying to get into clubs and stuff, staring directly into their eyes while I'm telling them, like, I'm not saying anything, but like they look at me, they know I'm looking back at them because it's just like, yeah, I got a weird mustache. Do something about it. So that was just me the entire time until we got to Fat Tuesdays. And when we got inside so the bouncer outside of Fat Tuesdays was looking at me, and I was just like, "Do you want me to take it off?" He just looked at me, put his head down, looked back up, and said, "No, you good, fail." And I was like, "All right, cool." Got inside. Waitress walked over to us. She was like, "Hi, how you guys doing?" Da da da. And then she kind of like looked at me, and
What? That's hilarious.
then she was like, "Well, can I get you guys drinks?" I was like, "I'm gonna need a second." She was like, "Okay, I'll give you a second." Walked off, came back. She's like, "Are you guys ready to order?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to order." And she was just like, "By the way, I love your mustache." At that point, I'm just like, it's a done deal. I am finna be acting up once I get enough liquor in my system. So, uh, for those that didn't see the drink, I'll have to pull it up. I know I sent it to somebody on Discord.
You brought it with you?
No, the picture of the drink. This is actually true. I was calling myself 1C because,
You calling yourself what now?
1C because I'm not C1 when I had that mustache. It's definitely my opposite. Uh, but here, I know I sent it to my friend. I know I texted to her. Uh, so You guys should be able to see this.
You're a bad boy, man.
I have to like lean back so you can see the entire thing. But yeah, basically the drink was about like this. Like, because the camera keeps like it keeps basically zooming in to like match my face. It was a tall drink, basically. Like if I was to take like 3 of these Ghost Energy cans and stack them on top of each other, that's about as long as the drink was. Pause, by the way, because long is a wild word to use. Does this actually work on here now? Oh snap! Guest star works on Opera now. No, it doesn't.
C1 fell in love with a Latin stripper.
A Latin stripper.
I don't know what I
No,
did. I wasn't
but
trying to do anything. I was just,
thank you for the the resub. Hello, Mama Rosa.
I know I resubbed, but Ooh.
Let me just go open up Twitch. Do it that way. You might have to resend it again. Nope, you don't have to resend it. It's popping back up. It's like I need Twitch to jump on that and fix that. All right, I muted myself, and then you gotta do the share chat thing. All right, so
oh no.
what?
I'm finna end.
Oh,
I'm finna end anyway. Yeah, that's why I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to resub and pop out the chat. I was trying to see who was in there talking stuff.
oh, everybody's kind of all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Because I tell people to use YouTube more so I can get the watch hours.
Got you. You don't have it. Oh, dang.
What?
They ain't got the thing where you can combine the chat.
You got to hit that plus sign on the right below the add a person.
No, I'm talking about with your software between like Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, it pops up on the screen.
Ah.
Like you can see the because it'll just have a YouTube symbol by the people that are talking on YouTube when they chat. But around this time, that's when BG was getting to there. And granted, I was kind of like low key like flirting with every bartender in person I was kind of going by because I was like doing the
Yep.
mustache thing.
Yep.
But
That
it wasn't like anything like too severe. But we kind of noticed there was another person in the in Fat Tuesdays that was just beyond, like they weren't just lit, they were beyond lit. And I'm like, yo, what does this man have? And what has he been drinking? 'Cause he is lit. Yo, what's going on, Ilias? Also, JP, thank you for how many months is that? 41 months. And Ilias, with the 2 years, was good.
OMW to bed, but first take this.
Take this. I don't know why I just got hit with the silver nostalgia, but thank you for the 24 months. You're still official agent of the agency. Both of you, you have diplomatic immunity. Blicky, best agent emotes on Twitch, and your choice of a suit and or vest. Y'all finna watch 2 videos. 2 very, very amazing videos right now.
Oh, chat. Hold on.
Alright, so I know y'all could slightly hear that. So I'm finna full screen it so you guys can see it. But there was a guy in Fat Tuesdays that was just unreasonably lit the entire time. We ended up dubbing this man as we gave him the nickname Big Breezy. Why Big Breezy? Because whenever a Chris Brown song came on, it was over. He went full like dancing mode, and no one was going to match him. So I want to introduce you guys to Big Breezy because he ended up getting recorded.
It's gonna be a Pokemon battle. Yeah. It's massive. What you mean?
Fat Tuesday, killing it. Hey, look at my friends.
You guys can see my mustache too. Also, Bevins is over there behind me.
Yard number 2. If only I could get the 3rd yard, like my commander should have.
All right, so that's video number 1. Mind you, he's over in this corner by himself, just getting lit like this.
Everybody's having an individual party. I love it. Hey. Yo, we calm down. There you go. Tell him who you is, player.
That's Shane in the background talking.
Get it. Get it. Yup, and sit on down. Nope. Oh, you back up. Hey. Tell him. This man went to Breezy Bowl 2 times.
And there was at least one point that I looked over there and saw this man dry humping the table. I was just like, all right, yeah, he's officially that dude at that point because there is no stopping him whatsoever. He was that lit, and I'm just like, all right, he got it. He 1000% got it. And the thing is, he was lit. There was like 2 other people that got kicked out of there while we were there, but he himself, as much as we thought he would probably get kicked out, he didn't get kicked out. He was just having a good time and generally staying to himself. Like if somebody came over there and like talked to him, he kind of like spoke back and stuff and interacted with them. But for the most part, he was just over there dancing in the corner by himself. He wasn't really bothering anybody. So I was like, that was dope. And the thing is, I was like, so when we were watching him and stuff, we weren't like making fun of him. We were just more so like, yo, you are so lit and you are having a good time. I am happy you're having a good time type situations. That's what like made that so funny for us. There's a video of me just being goofy at some point where I'm just like dancing and I was holding a chain and stuff like that. Was like 1C final form. I gotta find that video. Because one of the I think I posted that one in Discord so you guys could like just watch that one yourselves. But let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's in Discord, so if you guys want to see like that one, I posted that one day of. So yeah, you guys let me just go look at that one yourselves. So after Fat Tuesdays was over, went back to the hotel room. I think we got back around like it was probably like 3 or 4 in the morning because BG was there with us, so he knows what time we got back. But I know I kind of like it was drinks was kind of strong and definitely was hitting because of the fact that I ended up getting caught up with the Jello shots that were going out and stuff. So and that straight up tastes like vodka to me, and I did not want to deal with that. So yeah. After that, I ended up going ahead and hopping into hopped into bed, laid it down, and then I got up for Friday, aka the first day of TwitchCon. I ended up oversleeping, so I think I woke up right at like 9:27, which breakfast ended at 9:30. So I ended up missing out on breakfast, unfortunately, and we ended up Prez ordered some. We ended up getting Wendy's breakfast. Um, and he was like getting his practice in for his runs and stuff. So after that, we ended up heading towards to the con. Um, Frame one, when I got into the con, it was probably about like 12 ish at that point in time. I ended up running into the first person I saw was Lodi, legit the very first person I ended up running into. And so like we chatted for a bit and hung out, talked. Um, and then after that, that's when I kind of like started running into just about everybody. Uh, as far as everybody goes. Yeah, he finally came back out to another convention, like not even just TwitchCon, but another convention in general. Um, which is why I was like, dang, I wish JP was here. Um, but what was I about to say? I didn't see Nick. Now that I think about it, I'm a little bit upset about that. Every time I try to like link up to go see Nick, it was just like uh I just couldn't. We would never kind of like properly link up, like to get a location to meet up at. But after I saw Lodi, and chatted with him for a little bit, we I think who did I run into that I was hanging out with? I saw Zero, the Zero that hangs out here, um, and got him, and then we ran into Brother Tip. We went to the DreamCon lounge and we're sitting over there chatting with each other and stuff and whatnot. And at this point in time, I was like, yo, with my con luck, I'm going home with something. So for those that don't know, just basically just pretty much every TwitchCon or every convention in general, I would always bring people to like booths and stuff and they would win stuff and I would go home with nothing. So it is known as like we're gonna have to like give this a nickname at some point in time because it I've come to realize that it is a true curse and a blessing because of the fact that one, everyone around me wins, but I don't win. And it extends into this convention as well. Uh so from there we ended up we didn't really do too much on day one, in all honesty. Um what did I do at night? Oh, okay, that's what we did at night. Okay, makes sense. All right, so from there, the main thing of the highlight from day one was we ended up going to Prez's run, which he did a speed run of Super Metroid randomizer, and from the randomizer did like a little 5 minute intermission break, and then he did a Super Mario World run. They ended up raising about almost $3,000, I think, just about, or 2,000 some dollars or something like that, or I forgot how much it exactly was. If he's existing somewhere, he would be able to give the exact amount. I think J-Rock might remember if he's not busy. I can't remember. I know it was somewhere in that ballpark because I know when we got in there it was like around like 4,000 something when his run was getting ready to start, and by the time it ended, it was actually no, it was like 5,000, and then by the time his run ended, it was already at it's like 8,000 if I'm not mistaken. So how much money Prez during his runs? How much was raised during his runs? Wasn't it like close to like almost 3,000? I think it was like close to it's either close to 6,000 or it was close to 5,000. I know it ended around like 8,000 something during his speed runs. Uh, but from there we ended up going to yeah, that reminds me of the freaking what was it like Foster's the little blue ghost. Don't recall, to be honest. Okay, I just know it was somewhere around there. Either way, dope time. Did an amazing job on his runs. We ended up going to Fogo, and we ate at Fogo. Food was good, expensive per usual, but it was good. I ate well. Um, and then we ended up ending the night. It was at least 2,500. Got raised from Buff, Sexy Kirby, and Dead Yoshi's. Yeah, that's what I was like. I know it was like that's what I was saying. It's between 3,000 and like 2,000 something. So yeah, uh, like cheese. Yeah, that's what it made me think of. Uh, After we went to Fogo, we ended up going back to the hotel room. We played some Magic with peeps. Um, and then just various different things happened where people had to bounce, and then we kind of just like ended the session with Maul ended up winning. Using my because I had brought two of my decks, I didn't bring all of them. And so Maul ended up winning. And then we obviously went to sleep. Woke up, got breakfast. We're now on Saturday. Granted, if you guys know about what took place during for the streamer known as Imaru, I believe that happened on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. And that was a whole ordeal. So going into Saturday, as everyone kind of like generally knows. Also, let me go ahead and boot this game up because I'm sitting in the category but not playing the game, and I should be playing the game. So let me do the thing. One of the bigger streamers known as Imaru, she she is like part of the group known as OTK. There's the partners, there's the ambassadors, obviously, as we know. Then there are the upper echelon streamers that have like they don't. It's not necessarily that there's special contracts, but they're just like higher up in the acknowledgement range, basically, kind of like up there like with Kai and stuff like that. She falls under that category. Can you please? There you go. Thank you. So she was obviously at the convention, and apparently she was forced into doing a meet and greet, and it just realized that it did not change game scenes. So she was kind of like essentially forced to do her meet and greet for like contractual reasons or whatever the case is. I don't know all the details on it. That's what she says, that she was kind of like forced to do it. But like the last time she was at a TwitchCon, she ended up having to basically they banned her her security because he ended up having to stop a stalker, and like he ended up grabbing a stalker basically, and Twitch didn't like that, so they banned her favorite security guard. And as a result of that, she didn't have her favorite security guard at TwitchCon. So during this incident, she was doing doing a meet and greet. Somebody came from across all the lines basically to force her into a hug and try to kiss her. And yeah, that's currently a big thing that is being talked about on Twitter and just in general. So it looks really, really bad on Twitch because of the fact that this was allowed to happen. And especially when a lot of big streamers prior said like, yo, I'm pulling out of TwitchCon because I don't feel like it's safe. And then, you know, with them saying, oh, TwitchCon is safe, and then this ends up happening. So it just looks generally bad for the most part. So yeah, that's kind of like the thing that is currently going on. And yeah, it just kind of like has everyone looking a little sideways about stuff, which I have more about that going in later. So that was the thing that happened on Friday. So going into Saturday, they said that they're going to like beef up security even more. The guy, essentially, there's videos of him basically leaving the con, just flat out walking out without anybody stopping him. And then they said, but like Twitch put out a statement basically saying that, oh, we stopped the guy, we arrested him, and this, that, and the third, but that clearly didn't happen. because again, there's videos from several different people's points of views of him just casually walking out without being stopped or anything. They may have caught him later on. I guess word is that they did catch him later on, but you know, for one thing to be said and another thing to actually happen is kind of a wild situation. So after all that is said and done, you know, they go in, kind of like, we go into the next day. This is the day that would be the day of parties and different events, obviously. Frame 1, I kind of like go in there, look around for a little bit. Then I head on over to the Square Enix meetup that they were doing. They did like a coffee shop type ordeal thing, and I was able to hang out with everybody and see what's going on and whatnot. And then we went from that to which I ended up seeing several other people that I'm familiar with while I was there. Obviously, I went there with Squeaky and Flair. J-Rock showed up. Saw Riri. Level and Atomic was obviously there. Who else showed up? DJ Knight. General Andrews showed up with L. There was a lot of people that was just there. Like, the thing is, what made that so awkward was the fact that the building was so freaking small. So it's kind of was like hard for everyone to fit inside there. But at the exact same time, it was still, you know, a good time overall for the most part, though. Right after that, we ended up, I went back to go to Devolver, because Devolver had a little section off thing for them to like do their stuff, and there's a new game that's coming out from them that I'm looking forward to, known as Quarantine Zone, which I can probably bring that up right now. It should be in the store. It is essentially Papers, Please and No, I'm Not a Human. If I could spell. I'm looking, literally, I believe I'm looking right at it. You basically find out if the person's infected, you know, and then you have to, like, you gotta scan them to see if they're infected, look for symptoms and stuff. If they are infected, you know, you deal with them. If they're not infected, you send them inside. If they have suspicions, you put them into a quarantine zone to check to see what happens later on. Then, you know, then you actually got to fight waves of zombies after so many days if things get too bad. So yeah, you got to manage your base and all that stuff. It looks like it's gonna be a good time. They do have a demo up. It's supposed to be releasing later this year, so I'm definitely looking forward to this when it does drop. They also had Skate Story and Ball Pit, and there was another one I didn't actually get a chance to check out, but you know, there's the fighting the zombies portion of it right there. But yeah, I ended up checking these games out, and ended up hanging out with Prez while I was there. Ran into Kale's dad, aka the other Chris with a K, as well as a couple other people while we were there. Had a good conversation again with General Andrews. Come to find out, we have the same love for Link's Awakening. I know a lot of people kind of know that I'm like a huge fan of Link's Awakening, but not everyone realizes that, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, like ended up we had a good conversation about that. Like I mentioned that Link's Awakening is like my favorite Zelda game because I'm biased to it because it was the first Zelda game that I was able to own. So we talked about that, and then after we left from Devolver, I had to basically go and try to finally play Resident Evil and Onimusha. So I went over, I got a chance to play the Resident Evil 9 demo. After playing that, I went around and played Onimusha, which I loved Onimusha. Onimusha was fantastic for me. Granted, so I died to like the basic enemies at the beginning because I was trying to play it like it was a Neo, but it's not as fast as Neo, so it complicated things a bit for me. Let me see something. It's gonna be a huge chunk of my money, but it should work out. That should be just fine. Should be just fine. So while I was playing it and whatnot, I was just like, you know, it is what it is. I'll be good. Got my butt kicked by like the 5th group of enemies, and so Level was judging me. He was just like, bro, you better than this. You know, how you gonna die like that? I'm like, you know what? It's cool. Like I'm learning it, but I think I got it down packed. So I proved that I had it down packed. Started like running through the game, started flowing, got into the flow state, got to the boss of the demo, beat the brakes off of him. I think he only touched me like 2 times. And even the guy that was at the booth was just like, oh, dude, he was just like, yeah, he was like, oh, is this like your second time playing the demo or something? Because you did amazing. I'm like, no, that was my first time. He was like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, snap. Like, wow. Like, I'm so, like amazed that someone got it down like that literally while they were just playing it for the first time. Like, yeah, I was like, I got the tempo down and I understand it. Like, that's one thing with me, as you guys know, that once I get into a parry state, I'll kind of like be good to go and I'll be just on flow mode. So 1000% going to be all over Onimusha. Extortion simulator, interesting. So after that we ended up going, while I was playing the Resident Evil demo, I told Level and Atomic, I was like, yo, y'all should go check out some of the other booths. I was like, I know G Fuel does a giveaway and whatnot. End up going out, like, we played the demo, we met up with Maul and stuff and everybody. While I was sitting there chilling, that's when Atomic got a phone call saying come to G Fuel because they won the prize there. I will not explain what that prize is, but just know that they ended up winning. And I'm like, oh, snap, congratulations. Like, you know, it's true. Everyone around me always wins. I'm happy that you guys won. So after that, I end up going out and I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I need to go ahead and go and see about getting ready because they're doing the Capcom mixer. So we were trying to figure out where we were all going to go and meet up at. So instead, like, we were trying to constantly keep leaving, but it just was taking forever each time. So we just ended up going to J-Rock's room and hanging out there until we was going to go to the Capcom mixer. So we kind of like hung out there and just vibed out. Then we went to the mixer. Mixer was fun, by the way. We were playing arcade games at, I obviously played Time Crisis. Unfortunately, they were not synced up, so you both were playing as the same character and couldn't like play with each other. Which sounds wild. I don't like saying that. We couldn't play like co-op when playing Time Crisis 2. So I ended up playing games with played that with Level for a bit. Then that's when we saw QNX and Bird and everybody there was showing up. Saw Callie, aka just Callista. She was cosplaying as Ashley, Resident Evil 4, which is kind of funny now that I think about that. And from there, we ended up getting Pop to get there with a couple other people. We got them in. And we were just like, granted, this is an open bar, so like I'm vibing, realize the drinks are weak as all hell, by the way. So I'm just kind of, you know, playing some games, chatting with people and stuff. And then that's when I noticed Riri comes in, start talking to Riri for a bit. Mind you, as I mentioned at the beginning of day 2, was that this is the block party, which I didn't go to the block party. I also met Killing Joy, the person that plays PSO2 that wants me to specifically get back on Division 2 Patsy. he was also at TwitchCon, so I got to meet him in person as well. Um, he was told me that he went to the block party and whatnot. But you know, with that being the case, while I was sitting there talking to Riri and Callie, that's when Dan walks in. Mind you, this is a day after the whole Emeru situation. And I'm just like, why is he here? I would not be out at parties right now. I would be so focused on trying to, you know, salvage what little I can of this situation and trying to redeem it. And yeah, this man literally walks into the Capcom Mixer party with an entourage of like 3 women and just like starts walking around interacting with everybody. I'm just like, this looks bad. In all honesty, this looks horrible. And as a matter of fact, like, why are you here? Yeah, I'm just like, why are you here when you should be, you know, mitigating this whole situation that just transpired the day before? But I digress. That's why I'm just like, this just really, really rubs a lot of people the wrong way, in all honesty. So, yeah, that happened. Once the mixer was basically over, I kind of got abandoned inside of the coin op, and I was just like, yo, I was talking to one of the people that work for Riot. What's going on? Well, would have hoped so. Can't believe he thought that was a chill idea. See, the thing is that like nobody really, you know, pressed him. At least not there physically, which again still is a weird thing to go and show up there for that, but also not really like it just looks weird because of the fact that like this just happened at the like with this happening the day before, and then you're just kind of like, oh well, showing up to like parties and stuff with other streamers, but you're not, you know, they put out that bogus statement again. It's just the general optics for that just look bad in my eyes. That's all I have to say on that. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm one in the camp of 1000% do better, but again, I digress. I'm not a CEO, so yeah. Anyways, after that, I stayed in the mixer because I was talking to was another person that we had met prior. It's a whole little funny story on what really because I saw J-Rock as he was leaving the party, and I knew they were basically going back to his room, but I was still kind of slightly hung up with talking to people and stuff. So they kind of was just like, well, you know where we're gonna be at, basically. And I'm like, yeah. So, unfortunately, at the exact same time, that's when literally everyone else was starting to show up, since they weren't in as a Capcom creator. So everyone just kind of came to coin up, and I was putting out some Discord messages of distress because I was being fed peanut butter shots, and by being fed peanut butter shots, I mean I was literally being given multiple different shots to take and stuff, and I'm just like, save me, please. There is definitely a video out there that someone should have of me in a corner basically saying help me, and I'm just kind of like existing while being given all these different drinks and whatnot. Granted, again, the drinks were weak, but still, it's just like I am in danger. I need help, basically. So that was basically my night one. Yeah, I'm glad I did before all that happened. It would have been cooked. But those drinks were weak though. Like the shots, they weren't strong at all. So it was like that. I didn't even wake. I never got buzzed that entire night. Surprisingly, like I was just, just there in person. But I was just contemplating on when should I leave. That was my mindset. Was when should I leave out of here? So like after all that transpired, which I mean still had a good time hanging out with everybody. I was going to go join Prez and J-Rock and all them, but like they ended their session and people were tired and stuff. So I ended up waiting for Prez to come link up with me to head back. He was already floating. Okay. So while I was waiting, mind you, earlier in the day, Prez mentioned that he saw somebody basically just get dropped outside of TwitchCon and had their chain stolen. So as we were like, trying to get everybody out of there and whatnot, that's when like Coin Op was shutting down and stuff. So Prez linked up with me outside of there, and we were basically going to walk back and just made sure that everyone else got home safely. So at that point in time, that's when we saw that some people were a bit more lit than others, so we kind of like started escorting people around to get them to their rooms and stuff safely, and just kind of hang out and interact with people. While we were walking down the street, I again saw Squeaky and Flare. I'm like, oh, hey, what's going on? Where you guys headed? They said, away from here. I was like, why is that? And then Flare was like, because somebody got laid out right behind you. Turn around, dude is literally folded on the ground, touching his toes, essentially. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Didn't see that because, mind you, streets are crowded right now, so I wouldn't have been able to see him until like it opened up a bit more, and within that time frame of him telling me that someone got laid out behind me, that's when the crowd kind of like opened up and I could see this guy literally in the street just literally touching his toes, head facing forward, hands facing forward, legs facing forward, but yeah, just out. And I was like, did I drop my bat? I forgot how to swing my bat. It was R. I pressed that, and I think I accidentally hit F instead. Somebody finally stole from me. I hate it here. Anyways, yeah, that had happened. I was just like, all right, bet. Like, let's just gotta like get our drunk individuals out of here and focus on getting everyone else, to somewhere safe. So we ended up going to Taco Centro. Kind of vibed out with everybody. Ensured everyone else got home safely. The people that were kind of like walking to their hotel rooms and stuff. And from there, we ended up doing a super duper long trek back. I think we were probably walking for like an hour total that night. Just walking people to their rooms and then walking back and stuff. And so I think we ended up getting back pretty late, and then we go into Sunday. Sunday was just kind of like a chill day. I did my picture, if you guys saw it on Twitter. There's a picture of me balancing a capture card on my head while holding 2 other capture cards that I took for Evermedia. And then from there, I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to hang out, vibe out, and went back a bit later than what I wanted to. Well, not even that I wanted to, but just like to ensure that, I wanted to spend time with people and stuff. So flight got pushed back. I hung out. We ate, got tacos that night. I got to hang out with Wholesome Grandma. If you don't know who Wholesome Grandma is, that is the character that Riri created. So I was like escorting her around and stuff. And then after the con ended, we ended up going to meet up with J-Rock, Level, Atomic, everybody else to go get some tacos at Taco Central. and that was essentially my night. And then we went back to J-Rock's hotel and played Magic. Taught J-Rock and Prez was able to teach the level how to play. I just kind of was like there, vibing essentially, because I was at that point I was deathly tired and wanted to go to sleep. So I just kind of like, you know, existed and relaxed and stuff. But overall, it was a good time. Just a lot of weird things was like transpiring. The homeless population has gotten pretty bad out there, I will say, essentially. But that's not necessarily a TwitchCon problem, but I can see why some people would be slightly frustrated with it. But yeah, I mean, overall, TwitchCon was cool. Good vibes, but again, probably going to be my last TwitchCon, at least until I get basically another until I get that check mark. Because, you know, your boy can't be dishing out money for that stuff consistently like that. Granted, I did oh, I forgot to mention, so remember I mentioned that people around me always win. So at the Capcom mixer, when you come in, they give you a black envelope that has fake money in it. Basically, the idea was to use the money to gamble and place bets on different things, like basically challenging people at games while you were there, because it was open bar and open arcade. You didn't have to pay for any of the games. You're supposed to like challenge other people at other games and wager your $100 essentially to buy raffle tickets. The raffle tickets were for various different prizes that they were handing out. Everyone started off with $500. Each raffle ticket was $200. So starting out, you could essentially buy 2 tickets and then have $100 to gamble with to try to get more money. I said, basically, I'm not even going to attempt to do that. You know, I'm just going to kind of like, you know, be here, have fun, interact with people, talk to people, drink and whatnot. Myself and Callie both had our $100 left. And so she told me, she said, well, why don't I give you my $100? And I was like, cool. And that gives us another ticket. But even though you're giving me your $100, I'm giving you the ticket. Wow. And she was like, why? I'm giving you the $100 so you can get a ticket. I was like, because if I hold the ticket, it's not going to win. She's like, well, if the ticket does win, I'm going to give you the prize. I'm like, no, you can't say that. Otherwise, you're going to jinx it, and then it's not going to win. I'm going to get the ticket, but I'm going to give it to you. It's going to win. They did the next raffle. Person didn't say nothing. Whoever had the ticket, later come to find out it might have been Prez that it was supposed to have it, but he didn't hear it. The number, he thinks it might have been his. We're not for sure, but anyways, they call the second number. It is the exact ticket that I told Callie was going to win that I handed to her. The exact, like, she looked at me and said, this is the ticket that you just gave me. And I was like, yeah, I know. Go get your prize. It was up for a fight stick. And then she was just like, I can't believe that actually just happened. I said, it is the luck of me. I have no control over it, but if it's in my hands, it won't win. But if it's in somebody else's hands, it will always win. I don't know why that's the case. It is what it is at this point. So like everyone's like looking at me like laughing and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not even upset. I'm just like, I've come to realize that I just can't seemingly, like, I'm assuming that it's about to be just a huge, because it always happens. I'm assuming that it's just going to be some type of huge payout of luck that's just building up, that I'm going to end up winning on something, because it just does not make any sense at this point. But I did go to, since I ended up staying longer, I did kind of like go around to like enter in for different raffles and stuff. I did win at Scepter. It was just a mouse pad and a very disturbing lizard. It laughs. That went off like 4 times while trying to put that in my suitcase. And every time that it went off, like everyone was just like nah, don't have that thing anywhere near you when you're trying to sleep or in the room or anything. I was like, no, it's just gonna stay in the computer room. Like, I'm not bringing that thing anywhere near my bed, because if I hear that in the middle of the night, it's basically over. So, yeah, yeah, I got that, and I haven't even opened my big gigantic suitcase is literally like right behind me. I didn't even finish unpacking the rest of the stuff, because again, I got home literally around the time that I would have gotten off of work on for Monday, and yeah, it just kind of existing here. This is the mouse pad, which it looks a lot bigger than what it probably actually is. I don't know, like I didn't take it out or anything of the case, but this looks like it's a full desk mouse pad type ordeal. So I'll probably put it on the other side over here, perhaps, because I know I got the Capcom one here. I got the one that has the built-in recharging thing over there, and then I got the AverMedia one down there. So I'll probably put it on this side somewhere. And then I also was on stage playing at Frag Punk. So I got to try that out. And it's actually, they have a tower defense mode that was actually kind of fun. So I might try that game out when it fully does drop. We'll see. Also, I realized that I did this completely wrong. Like how I normally would set up the store. I did it completely wrong. And what I mean by that is the idea of I didn't do my usual store build. So I got to reset this all up properly at some point. Alright, so now I can hire an employee. I need to have money to buy the license for controller, and then I gotta buy controllers. Yeah, I already kind of slightly messed up. It's okay though. I will adapt. But like I said, overall, TwitchCon was cool. Would I go again? After I get partnered, sure. But going just to go, no, I wouldn't spend money on buying a ticket again. Only because of the fact that it's essentially diminishing returns. Like, I want to be able to go and not have to spend as much money. Like, I can still see everybody if I just go to San Diego during the time of TwitchCon and just hang out with everybody and still kind of have the same interactions. Which I just realized I should have activated the streamer adapt thing. I can probably still do that. Because I end up running into the co-founder of, if you guys, I know you guys have been noticing the thing that pops up on the side of the chat. That pops up in the chat and on the bottom left at the bottom of the screen down there. Ooh. So let me refresh this. Speaking of which, I actually have one of their things ready right now. this real quick. Because that one's paying quite nicely, I will say. For every time that's gonna show up, that's gonna be a nice little. Oh yeah, I know how to swing now. Did I accidentally press the freaking button again? My gosh. Blame you. Give me your money. And it falls outside of the thing. Daggone it. Literally hit the F button as I'm trying to hit R. I'm about to like restart now. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Quit to menu. Restart. Not gonna even save. I'm gonna do this properly. But then also, I went to work. Work sucked. I gotta like do some adjustments and cleaning up at work, but ultimately, yeah. Work was indeed work today. And I'm still partially jet lagged as well, too. Because a 3 hours difference is relatively pretty intense for me, surprisingly. Like, I thought I was fine when I got up this morning because I'm just like, oh, wow, like I woke up with a lot of energy. And, yeah, by the time that it hit 12:30-ish, that lack of energy kicked in hard. Like, my body was like, sir, this is, got off a plane at 8, picked up the cats, got them home by 9, left for work at 10:30. Bro, I know you hated yourself at that point. Because I was mad at myself. And granted, I had time to sleep. I know I came home, I ate. I kind of like sat, because I noticed that, I ended up seeing that Joe After Work was live when I got home and stuff, so I was hanging out in his chat for a bit. And I'm like, cool, like, you know, it was dope to see people and stuff. And then I started watching, because I don't know if you guys know that there was another I Saw What You Did last summer or whatever. There's another one of those movies that are out. Like, it was like continuation of that story. Years later, obviously. And some of the legacy characters make an appearance in the movie and stuff. But I was just like, yeah, this is interesting movie. And then I like dozed off. And like, that's the weird thing with me, is that my body will be like, it's cool, whatever the case is. It will just adapt, essentially. And then I will just actually end up feeling the exhaustion later. And so my body was acting like, oh, you're still in vacation time. And I'm like, no, it's really back to my usual time frame. But I guess since it was that that weird time slot or whatever the case is, that and not good sleeping schedule that I had, my body just has not fully truly adapted back to it. Like, I'm trying to like train it on the fly right now. It's just not working at all. I'm trying to like do the best that I can, but yeah, it's just it's pretty rough right now. But I did get me some insomnia cookies because I was craving that. Like we walked past that a good like 4 or 5 times, and I really wanted some cookies. So I have not eaten a cookie yet, but I will.
Wow.
Also, who's trying to be the first employee inside the store? And I will go back to playing Resident Evil games, probably tomorrow, because I want to try to win a copy of Resident Evil 4 Collector's Edition. So I gotta like beat more Resident Evil games. Did Luca put up 43 tonight? What are they playing? To be honest, I don't even remember going to sleep after I got home from work. Now I think about it, I know I ate, and I talked to my mom for a bit, because she was asking about the trip. And then, yeah.
Hi.
I gotta text my cousin, tell him that he has, so I can get the trash out in the morning too. I'll just tell him to take out the trash in the morning if that's the case.
Hello.
I just realized that game is called Finger Protocol. My brain kept like literally saying
Wow.
Blue Protocol. It's actually relatively good. Good lord. You know anybody that probably did like the betting for that and bet it that high probably had a huge payout for that.
Wow.
Should be able to get like one more customer. Never mind, they're both across the street. Last time I had 240. Interesting, but I bought more product last time too. Throw this box in the back. Alright, is that everybody? Yeah, it's everybody. Huge Gus. How would y'all feel if somebody named Huge Gus pulled up to y'all and legit towered over you like that? Shake Gus's hand. Knowing Rexy, she'd fall in love, probably. She likes tall people. Her words. Why does this feel like it's off-centered a bit? Because I don't think I can fit the other one in there now. Yeah, I can't. Maybe I can fit it in there now. Let's see. Still too close. To be honest, I also wanted to go live a lot earlier today. But, you know, my body said as soon as I dozed off, it was like, go sleep longer. This is gonna be pretty hard to put this here. Can't get that spot just right. Alright, let's see. Did I give myself enough space? Even though it looks like I should have, I still don't have enough space. Weird, I didn't press that button for that. Whatever. It's like those little bitty black lines that I'm seeing that's like right there is literally what's preventing me from putting this on here properly. It's a weird glitch because I'm not pressing the button for that. That's tab. How did I do this before? I had multiple. I had two in there, and then I was able to put that there. All right, let's try this instead. Man, they gave me two of the same game. That's all I will spend on that. Huge Gus's game is worth a bit more. I don't think I have enough for that. Which is bad, but we'll adjust and adapt. Main thing is we have the shelving. feel like that's probably gonna sell a bit more than the other one, and then we gotta buy the controller later in the week. So we are set up for success right now. All right, we got this. Don't even try to steal nothing. I'm not ready to chase you down, but if I have to, I will. Also, I didn't just kind of realize I don't have retro luck, because I would have at least gotten a retro that was worth like 100 something with my first two pulls, but it's fine, whatever. I thought she was about to run. I just saw something move really, really sharply, but I didn't hear the laugh. That's why I didn't immediately jump. Dang it, I did it again. I was able to get my stuff back. You crossed the barricade, but you didn't get to keep it. I was gonna say, don't make me hit you too. You're standing a little bit too close. Hey, that's a new model. I know they did say that they added new characters into the game and like new outfits and stuff. This is like, I have not seen this dress before. Also, I have not played Squadra. I know GoTinks came out. I do need to like catch up on that as well. I got a lot of stuff I need to catch up on, and I also owe you guys 4 videos that, granted, I can probably turn 2 of those videos since I broke up the gameplay into 1 full video now that I'm back home and stuff. Also, I don't like how this person's moving. But they bought a lot of stuff, so I appreciate them. Thank you. I don't want to pull out for the loan. I just want to buy the controllers and call it a day. Interesting. So it immediately allows me to buy a new employee. By me not having the controller in stock yet, that's kind of a problem. I don't even have any more copies of that. That's fine. All right. What is the license for it? Oh, that's tomorrow. I'm bugging. I don't be trusting people when I be hearing them in the background. Going, I had wasted $50 trying to get the controller, and it's not even on sale for me to buy the license for it yet. A little upset about that. Go ahead and buy some retro. Well, no, let me not buy retros just yet because I don't trust this guy. Hurry up and buy. Oh, yeah, that was duly worth it. Thank you. For trying to rob me. You gave me a lot of money. Hey, get out of here. Ain't trying to talk to you. Buy these retros real quick. What's going on, Bevins? I was just talking about you earlier. JP was in here. And how we saw Big Breezy dancing in Fat Tuesdays. We got I showed the 2 videos that Shane had took. I was like, yeah, I aspire to be that lit one day. Until that day comes, you know, I'll be doing what I can. Cause they was definitely getting it, and I'm like, you know what? If they lit, I'm happy. I wonder if I was in one of those crowd pictures that Scepter took, because I'm looking at their I just happened to check Facebook and it's showing scrolling, and I see that they're like going through. I would have to pause it to see if I'm in any of those crowd pictures, but I don't feel like doing all that. That's too much effort on my behalf. I haven't even checked on Shane to see if he's back home yet. Thank you for the shout out. No, of course. Good vibes. Everyone appreciates. Words are hard, man. Like, I ain't even gonna pretend like I know what I'm saying at that point. Words was not coming out, but everyone appreciates good vibes. people, but it was on their phone, and people got videos of me and don't remember who. Look, I'm in the same boat. Like, whenever I see pictures pop up and I'm tagged in it, I'm like, all right, you know, there's proof that I was out and about. But until that actually shows up, I was going to have to take my word for things that I saw that happened. Speaking of which, I went to that improv little session that Biz and Ash did, which was very, very dope. I know I definitely did. That was a good little session, I will say that much. Like, being able to witness that and then just seeing how the crowd interacted and stuff definitely has me rethinking how I do my conversations. Granted, I also gotta like be live early enough to actually have conversations with people when it comes to like streaming too. But it definitely has my brain going, okay, I can do some stuff a little bit differently. Just to engage with talking to people a bit more.
Oh.
I don't know what she thought this was. Not getting no free games out here.
Hi.
Did I have fun this weekend? No, because I didn't attack you at all, Z. I need to attack you for me to have fun.
Hey.
But no, I did have a good time thinking about going to TwitchCon next year. I would advise you to play it by ear. I'm just there for the open bar. Again, play it by ear. Might not even need to buy a TwitchCon ticket in all honesty. Literally get into the different creator programs and then look for the party invites. You don't have to buy an actual TwitchCon ticket. Just go to the parties and there's your open bars. Dude, what you think this is? Give me your headphones while you at it. Since you want to try to rob me, give me your headphones. Come here. Give me your headphones. Give me your headphones. Give me your headphones. Nah, come here. Come here. I ain't done with you. What did you think this was? And I only say, like, to say that in the sense of, like, sure, TwitchCon is cool and stuff, but, like, given the stuff that went down, and then just, okay, so one thing I will always tell people, especially when it comes to, like, events like this, is that you go at least once just to get an experience for it. If it meets your expectations, hey, perfect. It met your expectations. Everything's Gucci. But if it doesn't meet your expectations, you know, now you know how to move forward. But the only way you're going to know that is by going to it for the first time to, you know, have your own personal experience with it. So I made the counter off-centered. That was the reason why it didn't fit. I knew something was off with that. But essentially, at least that way, you know, you're basically having an understanding and an idea of what to expect when it comes to, you know, what you like in cons. Because again, some people, TwitchCon is like their best favorite thing ever and stuff, and like they loved everything about it. Whereas for me, I've gone so many times that it's just kind of like, I could go without actually having to go inside the con because I'm not winning anything. Alright, let's get that out of the way. And then... buy one more bag of retros. And just hope I get a big one in there. No, it wasn't. Nothing so far has been actually worth the amount of money I'm spending on these retros, but that's fine. I hate that you spelled everyone like that. But yeah, essentially, like granted, again, with you being more present in the Black Guild than I am, not saying that I'm not present at all, but like you're able to interact with everyone a bit more frequently than I am. That might be a good experience for you to actually go. A better experience, I should say. I know some people just kind of like know me from just being present always at various different points in time. That's kind of like why I have like a bit of like a more recognized reputation, but like you're actually in the Discord a bit more frequently than I am. Like, because I literally only show up for like meetings and stuff, and I'll occasionally post something here or there. But yeah, I mean, it could still be a very beneficial experience for you. It just really depends. I'm new here from YouTube. I may potentially hate that. They bet not say anything about not having a controller in there when they're on the shelf. What you thought this was? What you thought this was, huh?
Hello.
I'm 100% making Zian an enforcer at this store. Entire purpose is to beat people with a bat. He won't be on the register, just stand outside with a bat, releasing his frustration. I hate how much money I got right now when I looked up. I'm buying up all my controllers.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't like the way he walked in. Like he just came in from like being outside working in straight heat all day. And I bet he just smells extremely musty. Don't. All right, so I gotta prepare. I think Grandpa's gonna like drop off a bunch of money. Tomorrow. Let me. Oh wait, we do have blue games. So, and that thing is $200 freaking dollars. And I work for you just to hit people, not just these. I just want to smack everyone. That would be very detrimental to the company, but I would be here for it. I want the hammer, but I refuse to pull out a loan for that. Just so early. I will definitely just wait it out. It's fine. We can wait it out. I told Papa I was gonna make her an enforcer in here. She took offense to that. Maybe I should put Gus on the shelf instead. Because more people are buying Gus than they are buying Finger Protocol, which sounds wild, by the way. Alright, that stays there. Alright. And I don't think we have any more retros to put up on the shelf. I really want to buy that hammer so I could expand the store. I just realized I don't have the TikTok chat open. I apologize if anybody said anything in TikTok. I 1,000,000% apologize to anybody that spoke on TikTok. I just now noticed I did not have the chat up. I apologize. I need to buy more controllers again.
Hi.
Hi. I'm afraid to like walk back to look inside to buy more controllers because I don't want somebody to come running in trying to steal something, but I'm gonna buy a box real quick. Never mind, cannot afford it. And I got exactly one on the shelf. Don't buy that last one, please. And you're buying it. You suck. Don't buy it. Please don't buy it. I need that on the shelf so nobody comes in here talking about I don't got controllers in stock. Come on. Oh, you're a problem. You're the reason why I can't have nice things.
Wow.
Because watch, this person have wanted a controller, but because of the fact that I didn't have it in stock as soon as they walked in, they're going to be upset with me about it. Okay, good. Because the game will absolutely 100% do that to you, where if you didn't have it exactly in stock the moment they walked in, they don't see it. Even though you could be stock and get like a second after they walk in, it just didn't exist.
Hi.
Yeah, they know not to test me. I will start swinging. Boo boo doo boo doo. Like she might try me.
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought the day ends at 5 or whatever. Oh yeah, you can extend the time the stores are open. I did forget about that. Doop, boop, doop, boop. All right, quota day, and I think Grandpa will come in here and drop off some more money for us. Yeah, there you go. Benzos. It's exactly what I wanted. Like, I'll take another one of those too. Can I get... Yeah, they didn't put it on here. All right, so let's go ahead and expand. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go ahead and buy the game. Jeez, just for one box of this thing? Is that expensive? All right, fine, whatever. We'll order it. All my freaking money, that's for sure. But it's going to be extremely It's gonna be worth it when it sells. I feel like I should probably buy more copies of it because it's. Let's see. I feel like I should wait on doing that shit. If I do one, I should only do like the smallest one. That way I can just buy more copies of the game. Finger Protocol is good. We just need to buy like probably 2 more. And then buy a box of controllers. Buy another one. Actually, no. Let me buy 1. So I'm in a weird spot when it comes to that because of the fact that 1, it's the fact that there's a lot of y'all. All right, get in here, y'all. Get in here.
Hello. Hello. Wow.
All right, this is about to suck. So I can't watch everybody. I gotta like listen for when somebody runs. I'm freaking buying this game up. So it must have a great rating.
Hello.
Can y'all move? Yo, they are getting impatient.
Hello.
Stop! Tell y'all people to stop trying to steal from me. All right. I think I did a successful job on vending the store. Confirmed that this game is selling very, very well. Probably going to need to get more copies of it for sure. Yeah, I pretty much doubled the quota for the week. All right, we did good things. We did it. All right, let's add that to the cart. So if we bought 3 boxes of that, we'll be able to fill the shelves back up with it. You have no retros, not worried about anymore for the finger protocol. You can buy a box for Big Gus. Alright, drop that off. Alright. We did it. We made it into week 2. That is a amazing I'll buy that. I wish I could afford these like multipliers, because geez. Oh, has an 83 score? Yeah. That makes sense why I was selling like that. All right, and then we put everything on this side of the store. Actually, hold on, let's fix that. We'll keep everything just like this. That way, if they try to steal, they got to get close to me to do it. Nothing else I can get out of there. All right, let's do this.
Hi.
Yeah, I gotta take a long travel to try to steal from here. So, gotta ask them, is it worth it? I'm gonna wait till I get about like 250 and then go buy some more, like buy 2 bags of retros so I can start filling up on retros again. Because I'm gonna need it.
Hello.
I knew he was gonna drop something I wanted. Yeah. Make it a point, y'all. If y'all playing this game, swing multiple times.
Hello.
Because they'll eventually will drop something. Like you'll get the item, you'll get them to drop the item, but then you'll get them to also mini tanks. Ooh, called it. 1000% said I was gonna get something good out of that. But yeah, hit them multiple times. Because then they'll drop money too. And sometimes there'll be a reroll ticket in that. Sometimes they even drop more items that you could sell later. Like somehow they're for whatever reason were carrying a controller on them. I know I had somebody carry like an extra copy of a game. Let me go buy 2 more bags of retros. Apparently retros now can have reroll tickets. Ooh. Alright, so that's kind of making up for all the money I've been. Somebody just steal? I didn't hear the sound for it, so that kind of like I just saw somebody like darting down the street, so that kind of threw me for a loop there. If they did, they picked the perfect time to get in there and do that. Because I did not catch it. We'll find out. Oh, nobody stole. Alright, Miss Conflict. We gotta sell Yo Game. That is considered. It's a low score on that though. Ugh. Ew. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Don't want to pay for the license for that. So we have a reroll ticket. Now I can finally organize these extra empty boxes. Games up top. Boo doo 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 doo. All right, we open.
Hi.
How dare you come in here and say hi to me with a mask on? I'm still trying to study that mask. Like, why are they wearing that? Just need a little bit more money to be able to afford this game so I can buy a case of it and then stock it. Which they're, again, probably judging me for not having it currently on stock. Just need $50 more.
Hello.
All right, now we can buy a case of it. Granted, I don't think anybody's really looking for that game, but you know, you never know. See what I be talking about? Just randomly dropping a case of a game. They didn't have that. They didn't pick that up. They just had it on them. You try to steal my rare game too? Oh yeah.
Wow.
I feel like I'm about to fight one of these customers again. It's like, why are you trying to like take my good stuff? For the freezies. I don't think anybody else is coming down this way. All right. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh boy, it's payment day. To be honest, I don't need none of that. Like, the only thing I really need right now, more copies of this, and money to pay my bills, in all honesty. Still haven't hired anybody to like come in here and help me with the store either. Literally, no one's bought a copy of Misconflict. It's going to stay up there like that. I need to go see how much the bills are a month too, or a week, because
Hello.
me wallet, she be hurting a bit. Yeah, that interest payment is hurting me. That's fine. That's the reason why we're gonna pull out a big loan. Well, I don't know if it'll let me pull out loans now. I mean, we're about to get out of the deficit real quick anyways, though. I will need to buy more controllers. Like, I think this might be the first person to buy a copy of that game. Yeah, with y'all twins? Alright, he might stop in. Alright, he didn't. Alright, so that's the last person. Will they let me take out a loan? Alright, so yeah, that works out perfectly. You may be wondering why I did that. For one specific reason. I should be able to deposit a chunk of that money going into the next day. We have not gotten any shooters, really. We've gotten all primarily RPGs. I'm gonna need to buy a green shelf at some point. Let's stock up on all that. Put Big Gus on the shelf. worry about that. Just have some extras just in case. We'll need this in due time because this should be for tomorrow. I'll buy a reroll. Yes, buy that. Buy that too. Heck yeah, we need that. Because now we can hire somebody else. Have them work a register. I'll just set this in here for right now. So I could expand the store to open up that spot. Oh. And then we buy 2 more bags of retros. Nope. Boom, 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 boom. It was worth it. Alright, let's hire an enforcer. We will name this employee I ain't gonna lie, dog. You is expensive to hire. Weekly salary? Like, can we get somebody less qualified, please? Looking at that, like, I ain't got that kind of money yet. This may be... I'll try to finish out this week, and then I'll have to call it a night. Because I'm trying to get at least to 3.5 hours. Maybe I should just go to 3 hours because it is already 3 o'clock though.
Hey.
I'm not trying to buy any more copies of that, in all honesty. But it's a good idea to have it on shelf and on hand.
Hi. Wow.
Yo, kids, like, stop pushing me out the way. I appreciate you coming through with the big bucks. Go ahead and add a copy of that to the shelves. You tried it, you tried it, you tried it. Nope, nope. You try to steal my expensive game too, like that's what keeps making me... Why does the game keep changing when they try to steal it? Because that's not what was originally up there, but alright. Because it was that zombie cake game that was originally up there. All right, so we hitting quota right now. Let's see, should I? So that's that. Yeah, I was gonna say, do I have a box of big, huge Gus? Alright, so I should probably buy another box of that. Add huge Gus. We're good on that. Good on that. Alright. I'll wait till the next day to do it because of the fact that we have the other new product that should be coming into stock today. Yeah. I can't buy any more. The freak. How do I check that for the modifiers? Yo, they don't give me. Alright, game. Alright. Cool. Whatever. I'm going to just deposit the rest of my money. Just to have this on hand. Also realized I probably should rotate that. So I could see which one I'm grabbing because I couldn't tell initially. I'll be able to make all the money back that I essentially deposited that I didn't have.
Mm.
Hi.
Hmm.
Go ahead and buy one of them expensive retros while you at it. You stink.
Wow.
Back in the positive. And with the $500 in the bank as well. And now whatever I make is just on me at this point. My plan is in full effect right now. Trying to use the money that I'm depositing to basically offset the bills. Gotta take a look at the calendar as well. Let's see what I'm about to be dealing with here in a little bit.
Wow.
Just because you try something funny, I'm already waiting. Yeah, I was aware. Buy another bag of retros real quick. Come on. Come on with it. Alright, didn't give me nothing really worth it. That's fine. It is still money coming in. We do need another phony shelf, don't we? So I can put all that onto one shelf. Still full? Surprisingly. Okay, cool. Whatever. That's fine. As long as we got everything on the shelves. Low-key do need another phony shelf, but I'll just have to buy it out. Eh. Boom, boop. Oh, somebody bought it. We up. Ah. I don't know why they got so big. Okay, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally clicked that. Thought I was turning a bit more. My fault. Let me go use that money to buy me some more retros. And put my freaking cushion back in the chair.
Hello.
Hmm.
Man of 10. I actually like that because it looks like whatchamacallit. Hey. What you huffing and puffing for? Right here, relax.
Hey.
Tired of making an example out of y'all. Also, why do it look like what's his name from Michael Jai White?
Hello. Hmm.
Nobody else is approaching. Well, you might still stop in. Maybe. No. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. What do we got to restock up? Got controllers down by 1 section. Huge Gust down by 1 section. This conflict just down 2 copies. And I sold a couple of copies of that. %,000% need a new phony shelf. So we got a new product coming in. Whoa, hold on. Did not mean to do that. Alright, so with this being the case, We don't have too many products for that, so I'm not too worried about it. I need that. That's what I 1000% need, so I ain't even gonna waste time hoping for the license. Just buy it, add 2 to the cart, buy them. Let's go ahead and get this other register ready. Alright, I do gotta expand the store. Why is it facing that way? Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's weird. Whatever. Let me hire somebody to be on the register. Alright, I don't know who this is gonna be. Alright, that's gonna be your position, alright? You are on the register. Your salary will be paid in due time. Until then, we got stuff to do. Let's get it.
Hi.
And for whatever reason, you came to my register, but okay, whatever.
Hmm. Aha.
Nope, you tried it. We made bank already. We gotta buy some more retros. I wish I could do like I think that's one thing that I'm gonna put in as a request is to personally sign them certain registers so that I can always go to the back room if I need to run back there real quick to like go like add an order to buy something. Because I can't like do that readily from coming across the store basically.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
He walked up looking angry.
Wow.
My bad. Alright, so probably should add another one of those to the cart. It's like half my money already right there though. Alright, you just want a controller, cool. Once that game sells out, that is it on that. Low-key feel like that game is not coming back and like gonna be worth whatever it's doing. All right, that's basically full. All right, we survived. It's week 2. This next week looking like. Also, we should have more music to listen to. How do you increase your slots? Let's see. Got a new game coming out that week, that day. Pay that salary. Buy another thing of retros. That That was indeed worth it. Okay. Controllers, we got that. Do need some more of those. Do I have all that? What's in the cart? That products controller. Surprisingly, those are selling relatively well too. All right. Well. All right. There's that. There's that. There's that. Actually, I said I would stop here. I want to stop here. Is it saving? Is it saving? All right, quit the menu. All right, y'all. We got just about over 3 hours. Got 3 hours and 11 minutes in for the stream. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, hanging out. I am about to call it at night here because I gotta go to work tomorrow. Hopefully get through another quick day. We'll come back to this. What day are we looking at? What day are we looking at? So why isn't this linked anymore? I don't know what day I'm gonna come back to this because I want to run through. I'm probably gonna end up going through Resident Evil 2 remake. Claire's B story, perhaps. And then, well, I'll figure it out how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, we'll figure it out because I just gotta run through more Resident Evil games before the month is over, and we're already on the 22nd, so I want to try to at least finish 4 different Resident Evil games. So we have the original, we have the original 1, we have original 2, we'll hit remake 1 and remake 2. And hopefully we can get through. I probably can run through remake 3 relatively quickly because I'll just use the stuff that I got from beating it the multiple times. But yeah, multiple different things I'm about to say. 1, be sure to head over to the YouTube, watch the videos, let them run through. So what I found out is that one thing that you guys can do to help out with the YouTube is to, even though I can't personally make playlist, you guys can put up a video queue, essentially making your own playlist. So like grab like random VODs, add them to a queue, and then you can set those queues to replay over and over. So like grab like 3 streams or whatever, or 3 like long videos, run them up, let them play, and help get that watch time up. Again, I feel like we can do this by, if not by the end of the year, before my birthday for sure. So 1000%. Please assist with that if you can. Also, if you're new, haven't already, check out my socials, which you can find right here. That links you to my YouTube, that links you to my main personal website, the Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. As well as, if you want to, you can join the Discord. It's usually where I vibe out at. I'll try to like let you guys know about different things that are going on in there. I'm trying to be a bit more active as well. So check out the Discord and all that good stuff. I'll probably have to kick a bot out because every time I seemingly drop my Discord, a bot joins and they try to like spam people for stuff. So I'll take care of that. I got a feeling that it's gonna happen. Let me see who's currently live. I can send y'all on over to. I'm gonna send y'all on over to Drag. I saw Drag at TwitchCon as well, which is kind of cool. Saw a lot of people at TwitchCon. I saw Supa, a lot of people essentially. I think Drag might be uh taking a stream break, 14 hours. I think that might be what's going on. So uh let me not do that. And instead see Icy is playing Ball Pit. Oh, that was one of the games I saw at Devolver was Ball Pit. So I'm gonna send y'all to go say hi to Icy. Because I do want to see a bit more of this game, but I also need to go to bed too. So here's the raid message per usual. I'm gonna go lay it down. I'll see y'all tomorrow for one of the Resident Evil games, and we'll probably, if I have time after I finish Resident Evil, then I'll come back and play a little bit of more GameStonks. If not, I will 1000%. Oh, I got a bunch of demos I got to play through too. Because I was supposed to play through some demos before I went to TwitchCon, and I wasn't able to do that. So we have things to do. There's a bunch of horror demos too, so it'll be right up my alley. We'll figure it out. We'll get everything figured out. But yeah, I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy. Cool. Let me copy my own raid message before I get out of here, and then yeah. All right, y'all take it easy. Bye bye. I will get some good sleep.